tutorial on this channel. So today's tutorial we'll be making this beautiful cape dress with petals. So I've already drafted my basic bodice pattern, as you can see, which is the first thing you are supposed to do right here. So I've already imputed my chest line, my bust point, my under bust point, and my waist line. So this particular dress is actually an off-shoulder dress with cape. So since we have it as an off-shoulder dress with cape, the first thing we will do is to measure our shoulder seam line and get the midpoint. So whatever you have, connect to your bust point. Then the next we will do is to measure the bust radius difference. So my bust radius difference, you can see me making the circle. I love to make these circles because it guides me on how to go about my off-shoulder dresses, as you can see. So here, this particular cape dress, I'll just come up by 2 inches for the neckline because that is what I want to create now. And I'm going to come down from my shoulder seam line. I'll just come down by 2.5 inches to create this off shoulder. So it all depends on how deep you want this off shoulder to be. So but for the purpose of this tutorial, the neckline I'm seeing right there on the thumbnail, this is the connection I have for it. So now I want to go into recreating my off shoulder neckline. Okay, so before the cape is built. So for off shoulders, I'm working with shoulder 15. So we have an off shoulder principle which I've been sharing with you on this channel. So if you have your full shoulder as 15, divide by 2, you have 7.5. Okay. So because I'll be having a dart right here, my dart is 1.5. I'm going to minus my 1.5 dart, and I'll have 5.5 left. That is off shoulder for you. So on this line that connects with the neckline we are using for this tutorial, I'm going to share my 0.25 from here. That is 1.5, 0.75, 0.75 for a perfect contour line. And I'll go this way and I'll go this way. Okay. So now, when I'm going to cut now, I'll cut off this dart, as you can see. This is the overbust dart. And automatically the 1.5 off shoulder principle is now normal. So I'll simply go ahead and connect what I have from here to here, which will serve as my new armhole for off shoulders before we talk about building our cape on top of the neckline. So neckline is by choice. You can also decide to make this neckline deeper. If you want to make it deeper, it means you will be coming in this way, as you can see. So if your is by choice, you choose what works best for you. So we can go by the deeper one, okay, and we still have our bust secured. We still have the bust inside the dress. So now I will go over to the under bust contour line. From the center front, as usual, we will take our under bust circumference, divide by 2, and whatever I have left there, I'll impute 0.25 and the rest of it right here. So we've been doing this on this channel for all our draftings. So I'll go in here and I'll go in here. So once I've done that, I'm going to connect this to this and this to that, as you can see. And we are done with the bust, the basic bodice off shoulder for the front. So the back off shoulder, we have a lot of off shoulder videos. You can go over to the channel to check them out. So but for this, I'm going to do this. So another thing is, if you look at that dress, you can see we have a petal. The petals are attached from intervals. We have about 6 of them. So to determine the length of this petal, I'm going to measure on my bodice. That is where you want the petal to get to. The petal started from the center front and is placed this way. So I'm using 7 inches right here. It depends on how long you want it, but I'll be using 7 inches for my petal length. Okay, not the width, the length is 7 inches. So I'll just cut. Once I've determined that, I'll now cut on my waistline. I'll go into the center front, which is going to be unfold for this dress, and I'll go into the deeper neckline, which we just created right now. And this is what your off-shoulder dress looks like for the front. So this is going to be unfold. So the cape we are going to build, we are building the cape right on this. Okay, so for the building of the cape, okay, let me just finish what I'm doing right here. I will just cut off here right now, and I'll go off and cut what we have here. You can see the dots are out. So I'll bring this pattern back. So if you look here, you can see from the chest line and bust line, they are actually aligning, and we have a huge shortage. So this huge shortage is not a problem. It's not a problem. All you need to do in this is to take your pattern ruler, or you can do freehand if you want, but your chest line has to be on the same line. So you can go this way and determine the exact shape you want. So you can see what I did. The line is still here, but I'll just come this way. So I just want to do this. Okay, so I might just leave this and use my free hand, and it will give you the same result. So here I'll just do this. Okay, or we can add pepper and do this. I think to add pepper will give us a better result. So let us please add pepper. So we'll have okay, so I'm just adding my pepper and making sure the chest line still matches up. So I'll just go this way, so we'll be able to get this. So now I can even come in with this ruler, and I'll measure, I'll mark from there. What I'm doing here is just to align the neckline. The shortage we have, we need to make it up. So now I've made it up, I'll just go ahead and cut. So you can see what we have there. So I'll just split out this one side.